Good morning. It is October the 19th, 2017. Time to kick off another trading day. And the stock market sold overnight. Nice to know they can sell every now and then. We'll get to see if it continues to sell today or not. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations, and like an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may be under overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Well, here we are. I want to point out the buying started in the K and L period. That's Frankfurt time. That's an hour before London opens up. We have the London opening 25.05. We extend the range at 25.07.5 in London. So we're going to have probably pretty good support 8 to 4. I'm guessing if we do have resistances at 16 to 20, I think the stock market will try to sell once this morning. And then it's going to be Fed intervention or not. And usually what happens if the Fed is worried about the market breaking, they let that first round of selling get out of the way, and then they step up to the plate. They get the book all cleaned out. The people have liquidated their stocks. The Fed steps up. The bottom doesn't fall out of the market, and it's business as usual. So we'll see if that happens. So I like the long side of the bonds first. And if we're going to get through 16 to 20, we'll reevaluate it. China's growth for the third quarter at the People's Congress was reported plus 6.8%. The Nikkei was up 0.3 of a point when I looked at it, 0.03 100ths of a point. The Chinese market was up a third. The rest of the markets around the globe have sold. Spain is going to activate Article 155, which takes away all of Catalonia's or Catalans' autonomy. It hadn't really affected the markets too much over there. People are kind of watching. It's expected. We don't have a lot of news in the U.S. this morning. We have jobless claims at 240. Philly Fed at 20.02. LAI at plus 1/10. And nat gas plus 56 BCF. So I guess the focus will be Philly Fed, direction of the E-mini. So I'm going to put the first sell up here at 15 to 19. Sell 1, I think we can go higher. And then at 23.27 for sell 2. I have a buy at 5 to 9. May have to pay up even higher than that, and then at 29 to 01. But I think our markets will hinge today on whether or not the E-mini sells. Now, if I were in the Fed's shoes, I'd probably encourage a little selling right now. They're talking about how stocks look to be a little bit overvalued right now, and a couple 3 days of selling might solve that problem and not really hurt anything. But I'm not the Fed, so we'll see what we get. It's not healthy for markets to go straight up. I mean, it's not healthy for it to be a one-sided market. We need both sides, and that's why we can trade crude, gold, and the bond, because they're two-sided markets. There's a couple of opinions operating every day, not just one like we have in the stock market. Okay, 20 to 24 is number 1. 27.31 sell 1. 3 to 7 sell 2. On the buy side, 8 to 12, number 1. 1 to 5, buy 1. And we'll make 21.25, buy 2. Don't think we can get there, but we'll see if we do. Gold is higher because of the weakness in stocks. A quote-unquote risk-off investment. In our case, trade. Well, we got the attractor at 92. We got this little dent at 90. We've got a high of 89. Yesterday's high is just above 90. So maybe stops above 90, selling 90s, 92s, and 94, 96. And again, if the stock market is selling, we're not interested in the short side of gold nor treasuries. 84, 86, try to pick up this area right in here, that volume. The VWAP by 1. And then 79, 81 by 2. Again, the key is going to be the direction of the stock market. The euro. But there's just such great trading opportunities, being able to execute European time. Euro is higher today, and let's do a Frankfurt split. See, it's wrapped from Frankfurt, so it's been both ways. It's been down and it's been up. So resistance is 118.75, 119 even. On the buy side, 1850. We're just going to go market numbers. In 1825, we've got a lot of range, so hopefully the volatility will carry over into today. Big article out. Ray Dalio is short the entire EU. Says the support, the artificial support for their economy, etc., cannot continue. That is a long-term play. Markets can always go. They always go longer than you think they should. Go higher and lower than you think they should. We get to experience that on a regular basis. Hopefully, Mr. Dalio's bet pays off before he gets put through the ringer. Now, there might be a little self-serving going on with that announcement that he made. Yeah, he wouldn't do that, would he? They all do it. Okay, we've got a seller at 75 to the buck. So, didn't see any comments on crude oil, why it should sell. 25 to 50 would be sell too. Nothing specific. I mean, it is oversupplied. We're headed lower. We're going to try to break it. So let's go for try to buy it on the cheap. 51 and a quarter by 1. Put a question mark at 50, and then 50, 75. It's my opinion that we're headed to 50 before the selling is over. Sure had that tested yesterday, didn't we? Sometimes these markets don't operate on my schedule. I'm trying to do a little more work in that area to see if I can't get my word out faster and sooner, but don't hold your breath. Okay, the E-mini. Will the selling continue today? The question today. Again, if I were going in the market manipulation game, I would let the market sell for a couple of 3 days. And you can see it when we go back 2 days. 1 day, pause, another day, so 3 days. 2 days. And you can see that we can have 50 to 70 points taken out of the E-mini in 2 days. So in a bull market, a normal correction has been 50 to 70 points. Few instances has gone more than that, but not often. We'd be looking for containment, definitely 75 to 100 points. So if we have a high of 62, that takes us to 12 or to 92, stops below 2,500. So that's kind of the big picture stuff. So can we get a couple of days worth, 2 to 3 days worth of selling? And we don't know. Pretty good support here in the 40 area. You can see it 35 to 40. Structurally, then we're going to have pretty good support at 25.05, 25.10. So 35 to 40, then 25.10. Well, say 10 to 20 right here. Pick up this area right there. That's where we should have support. So we'll see if that actually happens. All down to whether the E-mini can sell or not. Okay, there's Frankfurt time right there. There's London time. So again, if you're playing European time, sometimes the selling or buying starts in Frankfurt. They're going to get a jump on London. The break in the market right here is 51, 52. Right up here. So we had a 49.51 sell. And we're right there. Can be short structurally at 48 or better. Picking up this area right here. And 54, 56. So we've rejected prices below 44. We'll see if that is the case. We're going to have first support 44, 42 to 44. So we're going to think we're going to go a little bit lower. So we'll try 40, 42 for buy 1. 35, 37 for buy 2. So I've got pretty good support 35 to 40. And definitely pretty good resistance at best resistance at 55. 49 to 51 is aggressive, but they've made us pay up early to get long, so maybe they're going to have to sell low to get short early in the session. It's going to take a bit to get everything up and published. I'm going to get busy on that. I will be back with you as soon as possible.